So, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Cornerstone Boxing Academy. And with me now, no, he's not a relative, it's Louis Greene. How you doing, Louis?
I'm doing very well, mate. Thank you.
Mate, the beard's looking good.
I've been ill. I've been rough. This is the best I could possibly scrub myself up, mate. I had to cancel on you yesterday because I was dying.
Yeah. It's been a rough old week, mate.
Oh, it's been awful. But I'm getting over it now. It's all right. Stop having man flu now. A couple of days.
That man flu, mate. Terrible. Terrible. They'll never understand, mate. They'll never understand. But, yeah, as I say, it's great to have you on, mate. Big shout out to my mate Sam. He's been singing your praises and saying how much of a top bloke you are. And had to get you on. But, so far in the career, 18 fights, 15 wins, 9 knockouts. A good account of yourself.
Yeah, good men, hard men, most of them. No, picking and choosing, cherry picking. It's been... I haven't got a promoter. I've got a good manager. My manager's Mark Rose. So the fights that are offered and come through is, if you want to do well in this, you want to give a good account of yourself. You're not going to get a build up. You've got to break through, if you like, you know. So we took some good hard fights, and I've had more success with the hard fights than the losses. But the losses, like I just said to you, I wouldn't change my losses. Either I come back better every time. So.
Yeah. Well, and where did it all start for you then, Louis? What age did you first don a pair of gloves?
My dad's family, a big family from Ireland. They all fight, and so up screaming. So I've always been doing it and punching and doing things, but I've joined a proper club when I was about 14. Done it for a little while, stopped, and then went back to the gym at 15 and loved it.
Yeah. And what, you turned pro 7th for the 11th, 2015 against my Matt Dan Naylor.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, against Dan. Yeah.
Good old Dan.
Yeah, I still speak to him sometimes now. He's a lovely fella, he is. Yeah.
He's done really well, hasn't he? Because now he's come sort of out of the ring.
He's got Ryland Cholton now, another good man.
Yeah.
He's doing a few good things out there, isn't he, Ryland? He can fight, that boy. And Dan's doing well by him as well.
Yeah, the muscles on Ryland, it's a bit scary, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, he's a big old man for his weight, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very well covered up, full of muscle. Yeah, definitely looks in good shape all the time, doesn't he?
But, yeah, that was your night. Win by knockout, second round on your debut. Must have been buzzing, mate.
Yeah, I was over the moon. I mean, standing behind the curtain, I could hear him growling and grunting and flexing his muscles, and I thought, "Coy, big old man." And when we got out there, we were obviously having a fight with each other. And then when I stopped him, I got out after it. My dad caught behind the thing. I said, "He looked like a monster of a man standing. He's flexing his back up and that, like tensing and
hulking it."
Yeah, that's it. Yes, it is doing. Yeah, but obviously at the time, it is what it is, and it's my debut, so he's trying to probably just let me know. You know, but yeah, I got the job done. So yeah, I was over the moon, mate.
And then we zap forward a little bit. 23rd of the 9th, 2017, against Freddie Kowit. Win on points for the Southern area. Yeah,
that was on his show, I believe, as well. I think Goodwin had done something with the people he was in, asked him, could they get him Kowit a fight? And I fought in Maidstone, and Goodwin was there. And my original opponent was 8-0, and he pulled out. So I had a journeyman. I had a bloke step in. He used to do a bit of Muay Thai fighting and whatever. And I said to my dad, I'm just going to go out there and I'm not even going to have a boxing match. I'm just going to swing at him and try and knock him out. And I did. I stopped him, but he ain't a good fight. And then obviously off that account, I got the Kowit fight. But the Kowit fight, I was able to go in there ready for Brian. Yeah, like we're going to have a go with this one. And I come out and I beat him. And I'd never even been 8 rounds before. So I went in there, done the 10 and won the Southern area. I was chuffed. And it was a good fight and all. It was a real good hard fight, both bleeding and cut. And it was a good fight.
Yeah. The area titles seem to be the ones coming back in again, don't they? A lot of people are going for the area titles again.
Well, a lot of boys now turn pro and you don't hear them. What's your dream? I'm going to be world champion. You think, come on now, like,
Yeah.
jump
Start on the ladder.
Like, yeah, there's some other titles that you should win. That you should be like, I'm proud of my Southern area. Really, I'll put it up on the wall. I'm really proud of my Southern area. I've got my Southern area, and then I've got the Commonwealth. Now, you know, look, these boys, they look past all these titles. I don't know why you wouldn't want to win them.
Yeah. I'd say the Commonwealth is overlooked quite a lot now, which is really annoying because it's a lovely belt. The Commonwealth, the British, I think they're two of the most prestigious belts we've got.
Oh, the Lonsdale belt, I think, is the best looking belt in boxing, without a doubt.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I think it's the best looking belt in boxing. I really do.
Yeah. Well, we jumped forward again. 14th for the 12th, 2018. He came up a little bit short. You can probably pronounce his name a bit better than me, to be honest. Ikundeo.
Larry Ikundeo.
Yeah. So, but for the IBF Euro, so European. So, to be fair, that's a hell of a jump in the time that you had from the southern area to the European. That's a massive step up.
Well, I mean, I defended the southern area. Then I was supposed to go in that Ultimate Boxer.
Yeah.
But they took me out of that without even telling me. So I don't know. I still to this day don't even know why I was replaced for that. I have no idea.
Really?
And then I had a broken hand when I defended the southern area. I broke my hand in the first round. Luckily, I only went 2 rounds. I stopped him in the second, but I broke my hand in the first. And then throughout the year, I had fights lined up, but the border control said I need a letter from a physio to say you can fight.
Yeah.
Like your hands up, but my hand wasn't. It kept breaking, and it was. So I was actually going to quit boxing. I wasn't going to box anymore. I just talked about this on a recent interview. Actually, I stopped boxing, and I had no money. I had nothing. I was practically in my car at one point. I had nothing, and I was going to work, and then I rang my dad and said, "Look, I can't box. I still had a car, still had a thing on my hand, a bandage on my hand nearly at the end of the year, and I broke my hand in, I think it was February, and we're now near September, and then I got a call weeks later while I was at work saying, no, I was watching my son play football. Weeks and weeks later, after I said I don't want to box anymore, saying, look, you could fight for the European, and there's a little bit more money than what you would normally get if you was going to go out and defend the southern area. And then I hadn't punched the thing. And I went at my hand x-rayed and everything, and they said it was all right. And then I got to fight. I got a good solid 6-week camp for Larry, but it got me out of an hole bad, and it gave me the spark for boxing again, that fight.
Yeah.
Even though it was a loss, it gave me that spark where I needed to get back out there again and do what I had to do.
Well, you think what a massive opportunity to come back into.
But hats off to Larry. I mean, not only was he a real stand-up boxer, he's a lovely fella and all. You know what I mean? So it was a hard experience, but it was a good experience at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely. And then you went for, I think, European again. Lewis Crocker, another tough guy.
Yeah, great.
Really tough lad.
I made some mistakes in that. I left it well too late. Normally would have put the throttle down, stayed on his chest and tried to graft it, but I gave him room. Tried to look too much for my own shot. Let him get a rhythm going. Do you know what I mean? By that time, it was my game plan had gone. I was trying to break him into, trying to break his rhythm as such.
Yeah.
I'd let him get too set. Do you know what I mean? And he was the man of the night. That's it. It's the way it is.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I admire your honesty, Louis. You know, there's a lot of people that go, oh, you know, I could have done this, could have done that. But when you turn around and say, look, he was the better boxer on the night, sometimes you just, there's not a lot you can do, is there?
Look, man.
You do the best you can.
Listen, I'm not fighting Wallies.
Yeah.
Now, you look at these boys. These boys are...
Well, I can tell that by your record, mate.
Yeah, all these boys are hard, established men. You know what I mean? So, if I made an excuse, I'd be discrediting this man, which you discredit yourself. But there is no excuse other than that was just his night. I'm not going to take the night away from these boys. They won titles. I know what it feels like when you win a title. Do you know what I mean? They won. There's nothing you can do.
It's just the same with, as say, like Harry Scarf, another tough lad, another difficult one. But I have to say, I'm gonna jump that one, and I'm gonna go straight for Dean, because this is your crowning glory. You know, I know you talk about the southern area, but this is quality. You know, this is a tough guy. A lot of people look at this guy and say, you know, unbeaten as well. I know you said every time you've lost, you've come back better, but this is a quality fight, and to win TKO in the 5th round against a lad he's just been known for being tough, and to get the Commonwealth as well. Hats off to you, Louis. Well chuffed for you, mate.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Everything.
I like that word. It was brilliant.
It was. But the scarf fight was, even he congratulated me on that. Like it was a big thing at the beginning of the year. I believed I was going to do well, and after losing to Harry, I said, like, I think I'm going to push up a weight. It's getting very difficult. And then I went to Poland after I lost, and I fought their number 2. I'd already beat the number 1. This time it was go over there. I got offered to fight the number 2 at light middleweight, and I felt great at the weight. And then I stopped him, and then the Dean fight come up, and they're all southpaw and all, you know. And then I got the fight to go up to Aberdeen and fight with Dean, and I felt good. The whole.
Do you feel better at that weight, Louis?
Yeah, I felt it was the first time I got to do a whole camp, like without the last bit having to push a diet, where it's like you stay at the weight you train at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The idea of having a fight camp is it's not a diet camp. You're there to train to have a fight with a man. It's not Weight Watchers. Whereas a lot of boys, they train as hard as they can to get small, and I think you're not in a slim fast club, man. You're not.
I think that's the problem. A lot of them spend a lot of their training camp losing the weight rather than actually training for the fight. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of it's weight loss, and I think it's so dangerous as well, isn't it? When you see some of these lads, the weight they lose is like Kell Brook, for example. You used to see him get so far down, and he looked withered, didn't he? Sometimes,
but it does catch up with you.
Yeah. But you look healthy, Louis. You look healthy.
Yeah, I feel good at this weight. I really do, Joe. I mean, you got people now. They want an 8-week camp for a 6-round fight.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And then you give them a 10-rounder, they want fucking months. You got to be joking. You need 8 weeks, maybe 10 for a 12-round fight.
Yeah.
You do not need 4 months, 3 months to prepare for things. You're either too heavy, or you're too wrapped up with this sports science, doing things that have nothing to do with boxing.
Yeah.
I
think people get caught up in it all, don't they? And you can overtrain as well. You know, that's the mad. You can overdo it.
Having to learn that has been difficult. Like, you got to rest, let your body, all your energy, every level in your body, you got to let it come back up again. Otherwise, you're going to be ill, sick, weak. I've had to learn that. Yeah, told not to train when you want to.
But you've fought at a good time, which means you can have a good Christmas.
Just got to get rid of this fucking, pardon my language, everyone. Just got to get rid of this horrible whatever I've got. It's got to go, and then then I'll be happy. Then I can enjoy Christmas a little bit. I'll stop being in the gym up until now, until I've been ill.
When are you hoping to get back out? Because obviously you fought 26th of November. So
they're looking for me to fight, because I was signed to fight one of their, like, it's in the a fight clause in the contract. So I'll fight again for them if I was to have won, obviously, and I've won. So I think I'm fighting about March time. But where nothing, it's a big one. But where nothing's been pen to paper yet, I won't speak of it until it's done. When it's done, I will it'd be all over my
It'll
social
pour
media.
out.
Yeah, then I could explain it out and shout it out. That's it, mate. Yeah.
I can imagine you being quite a good salesman, Louis. So there's no problems there, mate.
Do you know what? Believe it or not, right? I'm not really. I don't. The interviews make like this. I get a little bit of nerve doing the interview. I don't really like talking about things because someone said to me leading up to the last fight, I had a Scottish fella ring me, and he said to me, "Louis, he's an extremely blunt man." I said, "I don't." He's asking me questions, and it's like 2 or 3 word answers. And he said, "You don't want to talk anymore?" I said, "I don't know what else you want me to say to you, mate." I have no idea what else there is for me to say. You're asking me questions about my opponent. He's over in America training in a wild card. I couldn't give a shit, mate. I don't know what you want me to say about it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit more of a better salesman than I expected, mate. I don't know.
Give yourself credit, mate. Give yourself credit. Well, even if, mate, you're not a very good salesman, you're certainly a good boxer. As I say, 18 fights, 15 wins, 9 knockouts. A good resume already. As I say, good names. Even some of the, as you say, some of the guys you've lost to, you've learnt from them and you've gone on to be better. And it just shows, mate. Current Commonwealth champion, nothing to be sniffed at all. Proud of you, mate.
Yeah, I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, it's great.
Even a man of few words. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was over the moon myself. It's my mum's. I come back to my mum's birthday. I brought her to come straight back to see her, and then it's my dad's 60th as well.
Yeah.
And my stepfather. This time last year looked like he weren't going to be around. Cardiac arrest wasn't going to be around. Oh. So for him to be, he watched the fight. So for him to be able to, when I come back, it was massive. You know what I mean? He could even see me be there again. So to come back, it was a real big deal to have everyone there. It's such a big occasion, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we was all chuffed to bits, yeah.
It just makes me laugh because now I can visualise, right? You win the title, you get home, and your family will go, "Oh, Louis, well done. How'd you feel?" And you go, "Yeah, it was all right."
But do you know what? My stepfather's, he's laughing, yeah, because I just sat down. I had a beer with him, just sat down. He said, "How you feeling?" I said, "Yeah, it was good up there." That's like, don't really know. They're all running around going mad. I was just sitting there like having a
Take a moment, mate. Taking a moment.
Yeah. I don't really know what else I can do. I was there, you know.
That's the thing. As a fighter, you've got a crowd all around you. They're feeling it. The energy's buzzing around in there. You know, they're building the atmosphere, aren't they, for you as well? And you're just in the moment. It's you, the guy in front of you, and your trainer in the corner when you go back. And that's all you're going to see and hear, because the rest is just that guy in front. That's all you're fixated.
The atmosphere in Aberdeen was unreal.
Yeah, they know how to do it up there, mate.
Ring walk, just his ring walk, like I had the Irish music playing for me. I don't know if you ever seen Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
You know the ending battle when he's running up the mountain. That's my music.
Okay, cool.
That's always been my music. And he had the music from Braveheart, but he had it remixed to like a real hyper music. And all the Scots, the jocks got up in there and was screaming. And my adrenaline, just through both of their musics combined, was through the roof. His ring walk was unreal. So when we got ready to go, we were both ready to get out there with each other. You know, it was brilliant. It was a great atmosphere.
Well, and as I say, Louis, well deserved, mate. Yeah. And I look forward to March. I look forward to any news that comes out between now and then. And as I say, keep up the good work, mate. You're doing all the right stuff. And I just wish you all the best, mate. Proper nice bloke.
I really appreciate you taking the time to have me on there, mate. And little Sam, I say to everyone who interviews me, when they text me, "Can I interview?" I'm chuffed with it. Some people doesn't, but it means a lot to me, like I say, because it's a big deal. Only now, when I'm having people ring me up and taking notice of things, like I say, it's a big deal. So I'm really grateful that you've took the time to interview me and ask me questions, mate. I really am.
Honestly, from one Greene to another, mate, you're welcome. Yeah. And yeah, as I say, I wish you all the best, mate. I hope you have a really good Christmas and love to all the family, especially your stepdad. Your stepdad.
Yep.
I wish him all the best with his health as well. It's good that he's,
Yeah, he's putting his thumb up now.
But no, thank you very much, mate, and stay in touch, won't you, Louis?
Yeah, Joe, listen, anytime you want to interview, you want to talk anything at all, just give us a message and we can do it anytime you want. I really appreciate it.
Mate, when you get that next title, I'll have you on.
Great. Go on then, that's a deal. I love it.
Won't be long, mate. Won't be long. But you take care, Louis, and thank you very much.
Have a blind. I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care, mate. God bless. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. That was Louis Greene, top guy, Commonwealth super welterweight champion, and on the up, waiting for his news to come out, hopefully around March time. And thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon with more content. God bless and have a good